Well, it's great to have Roger Carswell, my dad, with us. He's written a book called Where is God in a Messed Up World? Dad, why have you written this book?
As you know, I work as an evangelist, and the question I've been asked more than any other, and still frequently asked today, why does God allow suffering? If God is all powerful, why doesn't he do something? If he's altogether loving, surely he'd want to. It's a dilemma that people have grappled with over the centuries. And over, I find myself trying to explain from the Bible what God says in his word about why God allows suffering. And I've tried to do it in a very accessible, easy to read way. It's quite a chunky book, so I deal with it thoroughly. But nevertheless, it's not just an academic, clinical approach to the subject. And I include in it, I think, 5 stories of people who've been through immense suffering, but either have found God in the midst of the suffering or proved God to be a very present help in time of trouble, is how the Bible puts it. So it's an easy to read, but a thorough examination of that big question that people ask.
This book's going to be very helpful for Christians to be reading, but it's specifically designed for non-Christians to be reading. How do you hope people might be giving it away to their non-Christian friends, especially during lockdown?
Well, hopefully, you'd imagine people are reading more in lockdown, and perhaps because of the fear that there is, asking some very big questions as well. Um, you'll know that I'm a great lover of writing little letters and postcards. I think I've sent hundreds out in the last 2 or 3 weeks with a gospel tract. And when this comes out, I'll be writing more postcards, more letters, and just enclosing the book saying, look, we've got time on our hands. I think you'd find this an interesting read. But it's the sort of thing you could really give to anybody, your next door neighbour, the postman, the milkman, if you still have one, this sort of thing. And you're doing it so cheaply, it's almost like a tract price, but a full book at a tract price. So it's a sort of thing to widely distribute.
So this book retails at $6.99. It's almost 200 pages long. But if people pre-order it, we're going to do 10 for $9.99, with the idea that people can get a bundle and in the coming weeks, prayerfully and cheerfully pass it on. So pre-order yours now and make use of it how you can.